And you also have to understand this. No matter what you say about these people, let's just put the facts out there. Kim puts out a product, and in 30 minutes, everything is sold out. Why? Because you spend too much time critiquing them. Hi everyone, it's a quick one. I want to talk about something I think we can all relate to. So this is it. I really don't understand why some people are quite comfortable, decent people who are successful, and people who are struggling to become successful. And I'm bringing up this very case study because of its notoriety right now. That is Bobrisky and Tunde Nuts. Now, I don't get it. Someone does what he's doing out there. He has a product to sell, and he brands himself in a sort of fashion. Now, I don't know for certain if he's gay or not. And frankly speaking, that's of no importance to me. He can be whatever, like, I really don't care. But here's the point. He has to sell a product, right? He goes out of his way, he applies the same products, he has a targeted audience, a market. So he elects to look like that market, he elects to act like that market, and he's selling his products. Now, think about it this way from his perspective. So you're trying to get notorious out there, trying to get noticed, right? And you just buy whatever to put yourself on the roadmap. And it isn't working for you. And then you found a plan, a strategy. And this is the common strategy that most people don't even think about. It's as simple as this. Make yourself distinguishable. Make yourself unique. Find a way to carve yourself out of the crowd. And I'm going to give you some case studies. Richard Branson is a businessman, okay? And we all know him from his Virgin Airlines and his Virgin Island and his Virgin Records and everything Virgin. But do you understand that when Richard Branson was coming out of his own shell, he had to put himself in the media every freaking week. Now, he was the kind of person that would go out of his way to make sure people talked about him all the time. I mean, all the time. He did crazy stunts that was always putting him in the media. Now, because he was always projecting himself out there, his products kept on selling. And that's the exact thing I'm asking you to do. Think about Kim Kardashian. Now, I'm not fond of them, no fairness. But I don't go about criticizing them. So it's kind of like this. Everyone says, I don't like the Kardashian sisters. But you see, the problem is that comment doesn't just end there. It continues with, yeah, Kim, she did this last night. And then Khloe, she did that. And then Kourtney, man, she did this freakish thing. The Kardashian sisters, they're all evil. You see, if you truly don't like someone, you won't spend your time watching them. You won't spend your time critiquing them. You just move on. You see, the thing about critique is this. The moment you spend your time critiquing people that you have issues with, you promote them. You are one extra voice that announces their presence to the entire world. So if you really don't like what they're doing, then stay away. And you also have to understand this. No matter what you say about these people, let's just put the facts out there. Kim puts out a product, and in 30 minutes, everything is sold out. Why? Because you spend too much time critiquing them. So I'm going to give you even another example. Steve Jobs. Have you ever heard of the term market disruption? Steve Jobs was a consistent market disruptor, even in his own company. Now, when a company makes $1 billion product, they let that product run its course until it fizzles out of the system, until consumers stop caring about that product, until they start seeing something better out there. So when he brought up the MP3 phased out the Sony recorder. It phased out tape recorders because you could have over 3,000 songs in one very small device you put in your pockets. But you see, he didn't even wait. He brought out his iPod, and then the iPad, and then the iPhone. He kept on disrupting even his own products. That is why he's the legend, the phenomenon that he is today. He went crazy. He kept on disrupting his own products. No one does that in business, but he did it. You have to be able to stand out, do something weirdly different from everyone else out there. Imagine if you are a speck of sand on a seashore. Imagine, how will anyone identify you in that seashore? But think of it this way: if you're a pebble in that very seashore, someone could easily pick you out amongst the sands. You've elected to be distinguishable. That is exactly what this dude is doing. Don't be surprised at some point in the future you find him act decent, act normal, get married, have a couple of kids, because he's already accomplished what he needs to accomplish in record time. He has gotten the house he's looking for, he has gotten the cars he's looking for, he has built a business brand that doesn't require him to act sissy anymore to sustain. So if at the end of all this he's achieved exactly what he wants, don't be surprised that he will fizzle back into society and begin to comply or act in accordance with the norm. But let me ask you something: who created these norms? You see, Jaden and Willow Smith had to carve out a niche for themselves. They do crazy ass things too. They went out of the way. I mean, if you remember Jaden put on female dressing and created a brand around it. He's appealing to a niche market. If you want to appeal to a niche market, you have to stop thinking about the crowd. You have to stop worrying about what people will say concerning what you do. You have to just go out of your way and be crazy. Act absolutely insane, like I am right now this very morning, standing here at Falomo. I'm making this recording, knowing that people are walking by, watching what I'm doing. It doesn't matter. It's all about you. What are you trying to accomplish? If you want to accomplish something, go out of your way. Do the extraordinary thing. Embarrass yourself if you have to get your brand out there. That's exactly what he's doing. And if you spend your time critiquing it without even understanding it, what does that say about you? If you truly worry about his behavior, hello, send him a message. Pray for him. Do those Christian things that we all do. But don't spend your time, your days critiquing him. Anybody who is meaningful about what they do, who is quite focused about being undefeated, won't have the luxury to spend their time in front of his house making a recording about, hey dude, come out and twerk for me. That was quite insane. So who's the critic now? But you know what? Let me not even judge that. It's your prerogative. It's your ambition. You know what you want to actually accomplish in life. It's all up to you. It has nothing to do with me. So it's your business. But get this. Find a way to distinguish yourself. Find a way to separate yourself from the crowd. If you can't do that, you will never be undefeated. Oh God, beg, just talk about values before anyone will think that these guys have paid you. So if you associate yourself with someone or you buy someone's products, then you're not just buying the product based on the utility, what you tend to use that product for, because there are a lot of competition out there who are offering the same products in the same market space. You're buying it based on your association with the brand that's selling it. So if you choose to patronize any of these guys, Kim Kardashian, Bobrisky, Steve Jobs, Richard Branson, you're buying a piece of them. Now, if you don't fancy these people or any of them, then please do yourself a favor. Don't go about critiquing them. Don't go about talking about them, because you are promoting them to people out there. Yes, you have a problem with their values. Don't associate yourself with their values. So ultimately, if you want the kind of success he has, you need to create some kind of visibility for yourself. Now, when you're doing what you're doing, most people are going to say you are crazy. It's normal. Don't give a hoot what they say. Focus on what you're trying to accomplish. The only person you have to impress is you. The only person you have to beat is you. You are your own competition. You are your own limitations. If you push harder, you can become just like this greatness over here. Stay undefeated. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, like, share this video. Let everyone hear about this. Stop spending your time critiquing people. They're not your concern. Go ahead and do your own business and stay on top.